And just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here. Right at the start. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A toss to Cook. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Hard. 61, matchbox lights.
Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right at up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go hard! Here we go. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
65.
From the 36, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Cook stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
24-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Touchdown, Vikings. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. So you have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Showing it. One.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got Smith here, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down.
Check 99. Check 99.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
One.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now P-Ryan, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check. Fresno. Rush in.
Cook on the toss left. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the Titans first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. One.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 300. Listen to me. Mike 37.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
I got you, boy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I got you, boy.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on second and long. Mariota is going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On second and 11 now. Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 43. Hey, Ringo, 48. Check 31. Check 4.
Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Oh, he pulls over it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense...
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking here for Smith downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins, rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Cousins. He's got Smith here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch it, watch it. One.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Check three. One.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Shreds the tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take in the next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Cousins, and that's caught by Smith. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.